In this episode of What's Working Now, we are going to talk about why the rich don't want you to know about these money rules. It's been noted that the rich keep advancing further and further in comparison to the average individual. They are becoming increasingly wealthy by the day. I'm sure you've spent a sufficient amount of time wondering what it is they're doing. What do they know that I don't? Well, today's your lucky day. I'm going to tell you all about the money rules that the rich religiously abide by. And I'm sure that it'll change your perspective on money instantly for the better. Rule number 1. Create multiple income streams. One way to get stuck in your financial journey is to have only one income stream. If you lose your job or get sick and have to take days off, you not only lose money, but your spending is also severely limited. However, only the rich know about this. I don't know any rich guys with only one income stream. Most of them have several businesses that they run. Others have invested in potentially rewarding fields. Additionally, some may earn money from different sources, like giving speeches, serving on corporate boards, and also from their regular salary. All these avenues are ways to keep their money coming in. I think you should also adopt this mentality. Living from paycheck to paycheck is sort of exhausting because unexpected expenses always come up. If you have multiple income streams, you'll be a step ahead of your financial strains. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to become wealthy is spending too much money on expensive items. While it is true that the rich can afford the best of the best, they don't necessarily prioritize buying everything flashy. Instead, they focus on the bigger picture and view all big expenses as investments. This means that they save up enough money for their future and have a solid nest egg before making any major purchases. It's important to remember that there is a big difference between acting wealthy and being wealthy. If you want to be successful, focus on building your wealth rather than appearing wealthy. Use your money wisely and for your benefit first, and then you can go on shopping sprees later. Rich people understand that debt can be a powerful tool if used correctly. They use debt to their advantage, leveraging it to help their wealth grow. A good example is when they buy a house for rent. As much as it seems like a big risk to take, if you calculate how much you'll be making monthly, you'll probably pay that money back in a year or two. You'll have added to your net worth by increasing your earnings. The point is, why wait for the money to come in when you could take a loan and work your way up? What you should all do here is take your time studying how debt can work in your favor and create a plan that you can follow. Rule number 4, make wise investments. When it comes to investing, the worst thing you can do is rely blindly on someone else to tell you where to invest. If there's one lesson you should take from the rich, it is you should be doing your due diligence. They always do proper research and consult a professional if need be. Making non-informed decisions, especially financial ones, is a recipe for disaster. Investing is a crucial step in your financial journey, especially when you look at it as another form of income. This is why you need to shun those get-rich-quick schemes and only invest in what you know. Get in touch with a professional who can look at your finances and view your goals so that they can build you a roadmap of sorts to follow. Rule number 5, benefit from tax breaks. Rich people are notorious for utilizing tax benefits. Even if they occasionally earn a bad name for it, acting within the law to reduce taxes as much as possible is not criminal. Everyone can take advantage of the tax code, not just the wealthy. Everyone should be aware of the tax benefits of choosing their investment accounts wisely and the potential tax benefits of maximizing their tax-advantaged investing each year. The good news is that these guidelines are not insurmountably difficult for average people to adhere to. Once you start to live by them, you'll be one step closer to the wealthier version of yourself. The best way to stay rich is to make sure that your spending is aligned with your goals. Having goals is what is going to limit your spending so that you don't get off track. The rich have all this figured out. They know what they want to do with their money. This could be maintaining a certain lifestyle or maybe passing their wealth on to the next generation. For this reason, it's very rare to find them wasting resources away. To the rich, even throwing away unused staple pins is a great waste. Consider this: how many unused pins would accumulate by the end of the year? Probably hundreds, maybe more. The rich folks' mindset is always fixed on spending on things that will make them wealthy in one way or the other. This is the main reason that they always try to avoid things that have no value in their lives. It's time you also started spending on things that matter. Rule number 7, plenty of liquidity. Just in case a pandemic happens right now, how much do you have saved in your bank account to get you through? If I speak for myself, I'd say I'm good for 8 months. Financial advisors suggest that a good emergency fund should be able to take you through 6 to 12 months of living expenses. The rich have made sure that they have the money to take them through such tough periods. They make sure they have enough liquid assets, or cash, to meet their immediate demands. An emergency fund is always essential so that unexpected events won't have to disturb their lives. The ability to save a good sum of money is not just limited to the wealthy. They have cash on hand because they have the self-control to save. Everyone should work to accumulate an emergency fund with enough money to cover costs for 6 to 9 months. You don't have to save that much money all at once, though. Simply keep putting effort towards that objective with each paycheck. In light of this, set up an automatic transfer of a certain sum from your bank account to make the process as easy as possible. The rich know that they need help to manage their money and their affairs. They surround themselves with tax, legal, and financial experts who can help them make the best decisions for their wealth. Even if you're not wealthy yet, you can still benefit from hiring an advisor. An early investment in a good support system can pay off later on when you're trying to build wealth. If you don't have a financial advisor, chances are that you'll keep making the same errors and you'll keep blaming having no money for your inability to turn your life around. You mustn't cut corners by selecting a less experienced professional just because their charges are affordable. Remember, cheap is always expensive. You should hire the best advisor you can afford to avoid wasting money on bad advice, which happens frequently. Before you get one, research them first to make sure that they have all the needed qualities. This might lessen the likelihood that you will lose money as a result of someone else's incompetence, bad judgment, or lack of morals. Rich people are aware that giving to charities can benefit their financial situation as well as the world at large. However, this might be viewed as a cheap publicity trick from the rich to look good. Did you know that you may deduct donations to eligible charities from your taxes if you itemize your returns rather than choose the standard deduction? Your taxable income decreases as you make more deductions. Giving to charities is a great way to lessen the impact of taxes. This is a secret of the wealthy, yet anyone can implement it. Keep your receipts and submit them to your charitable deduction, whether you send a check to your preferred charity or give clothing to Goodwill. Alternatively, create a donor-advised fund to be more thoughtful in your giving. These straightforward, inexpensive funds are offered by investing companies and enable you to receive a tax deduction when you deposit money into the account. The wealthy know that timing is not as crucial to successful investing as time itself. They understand that the most important elements in increasing their money are time and compound returns. Contrary to popular belief, being wealthy requires investors to stick to a boring buy and hold strategy, endure market swings, and avoid speculative investments. By taking advantage of time, the wealthy can increase their wealth steadily and according to their schedule. The 11th rule of success is to put it in writing. This means that when you have an idea, you should write it down so that you don't forget it. Many people ignore this step, but it is very important. When you write down your goals and plans, you are more likely to achieve them. So, sit down and think about your goals as you write them down. These are among the many rules that the rich know about money that most of us aren't aware of. I'm glad you're now aware. The only thing that's left to do right now is act on it. And with time, you'll be handling money like a pro. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video or think it would benefit a friend or someone else, please share it. Also guys, please do me a favor and click on the bell icon and enable notifications if you're a subscriber. If you're not, well, welcome to the channel and I hope you do subscribe and enable notifications. With that said, thanks for watching and I'll see you at the next one.